I do remember till now supercharged V8s and barely keeping up if they are behind and I'm in the lead. I joined an off-roading club, a big one, UAE Off-Roaders Club. I registered online on their website, I remember that. And there was an event, a gathering event. So I remember it was in Jumeirah, Bikers Cafe. Immediately, when I reached, I had a fight with some of their members. Instantly, over a parking. He don't know yet that I'm a new member. We booked the cafe for our event. I told them, "Khalas, call, do whatever you want. I'm not moving." At that moment, I remember Mahdi coming. You've interviewed him before. He was at the time one of the marshals of the club. Plus, he was managing the marketing and social. They used to call it marketing and media team. He came to me. "What's wrong?" I told him, blah, blah, blah. This is what happened. You're their leader. He said, "Yeah, sort of." I told him, "Yeah, okay. Your people are impolite." So he told me, "Who are you here for? Why are you here?" I told him, I registered. I registered with your club. I'm a new member. He was like, "Oh, really?" I told him, "Yes, really." "And this is how you welcome your guests?" Somehow he absorbed me, and I was a nice guy too. And this is why I think that one of the reasons, and maybe the most important one, that he was controlling the marketing and media and, let's say, the PR stuff. Because despite him being a hard-head and short-tempered guy, but on the other hand, he's a political guy too, and he knows how to deal with people. Maybe, I don't know. I did not jump inside his head, but I think he had a look at me, and maybe my face expressions, he read that, okay, this guy, you don't get what you want from him while being an ass. So we started laughing, smiling, and then I put the car where he wanted me to put the car, on top of the sidewalk. With time, I started joining the trips, and they had a rule in that club, UAE Off-Roaders Club, that whatever your experience is, and doesn't matter how good driver you are, you will start in an entry junior level. So to cut short, I kept escalating, okay, in the levels, junior, intermediate, off-roader, whatever, until I reached to senior level. I think I was good in the social media, editing, get ideas. I'm good with captions, that stuff. And Mahdi noticed that. So at the early stages, he enrolled or involved me with the marketing team. It was good days, and during that was a matter of friendship, let's say friendship growing a day after day. I reached a level of modification with my Xterra. There was some other modified Xterras. First of all, they were few. Second, I don't think they were as heavy as modified as my car. There was modified Xterras, but they were modified purely for the off-roading. My Xterra was serving two causes: off-roading and shows. Believe me, some let's say VVIP individuals in the car community were attracted to the car. That was a pause period in our friendship, me and Mahdi. I did not leave the UAE Off-Roaders. What happened that at some point I left to go to the States. Okay? I spent like less than a year in the States trying to get new chances. I was in Texas, Houston. So that gap, let's say a 1 year gap. There was a 1 year gap. Many things changed this year. See, 1 year. Seriously, I came back after a year and I find disasters. Man, even my bank, the bank I had my account in, it was not there anymore. So imagine you leave for a year and you come back, there is no bank. Regarding the club, some stuff I'm not really interested in talking about it. Before I tell you what happened 2 years ago, the Xterra, we got involved in the States stuff because I was traveling Therefore, I had to sell the car. I didn't know when I'm coming back, and believe me, if I knew, I won't sell it. That's a regret. But by the way, as a proof of the quality of that Xterra and how much time and effort I put in it, it's still standing still till today, off-roading till today, the same shape. It is the same car, okay? People all around the country, especially in Dubai and Sharjah, whenever they spot it, they will snap a shot and send it to me. And I know the guy who bought it from me. It was a good car. Everybody knew it, especially in the off-roading community. They knew that car. They knew it's not a piece of cake, as they say. I do remember till now supercharged V8s and barely keeping up if they are behind and I'm in the lead. And if they are in front and I'm in the second lead, okay, they are trying to get away from me. So in my opinion, the Xterra in that category, if not the best, one of the best ever built. Not the new idiotic one, the new shit that they call Xterra, Nissan, Middle East. Okay, but the old one was a very rugged car with only one weak point. In front diff. Oh my god. I replaced like 7 of those. I was the champion of the world in breaking front diffs. So I've been into sports, American muscle, sedans, super saloons, whatever. Then I went to mid-size SUV. States was another turning point. I was in Texas, in Houston. Pickup trucks there are more of a religion. It's not a car, it's a religion. I got fascinated with those. I came back, I found my brother, he bought a truck. Yeah, a Sierra, a single door. When I first came back from the States, I came back with a contract to do an engineering job. So I had no car at the beginning. At the same time, my brother had some promotion job to be done in Saudi Arabia. He left for 45 days. So during those 45 days, I used his truck. Day after day after day, from my background, I've never thought that someday I'm gonna buy even a 4x4, not a truck, a 4x4. I hated those. I was disgusted by them, seriously. But things change. However, I used the truck for a month and a half. Then my brother came back from Saudi Arabia after he was done with his promotion. He wants his car back. I gave him his car back. Now I need a car. I found myself heading to Ford dealership, tire, and getting my current ride Atlas F-150. And I discovered that with this size, let's say the full size vehicle, okay, whether it's trucks or big SUVs, but see, big SUVs are useless, but trucks is a different case. Seriously, they are very practical, and I think they multitask. You want to race on the road, you can. You want to do off-roading, you can. You want to have a spacious ride and comfortable one, long trips, maybe traveling, you can. So they do serve multi-purposes. I like anything that can multitask. I've never been interested in this size. This is more like in the elephant side. When I used my brother's truck for 45 days, and then I rented a car, a normal car, rental car, until I get my own car, I felt like a cockroach. You get used to it, and when you do, you can't go back. See, people they go forward, they don't go back. So this is what happened. Yeah, this is the surprise for me, that I was able to buy such a car from this category, a full-size pickup truck, not even a single door, a long chassis one. As I said, things change. People, they get to look at things from a different point of view. We did charitable events. UCC did charitable events, but the charitable ones, I was not there. I told you, it started when I was overseas. I came in the middle of the thing. Charitable events in general, I remember what crosses my mind now when you said charitable. I remember we organized an off-roading convoy, a huge one, at the UAE Off-Roaders Days for the Autism Center. And it was something different. The kids, when you see the look at them, staring at those cars, some of them are beasts, not cars. Those smiles, even the families, their parents, you look at them looking at their kids, smiling, and therefore they will smile. That's enough. That's more than enough. In addition to to socializing and getting to know each other. Okay, we had one family with one kid in each car. It was a gigantic convoy, but it was awesome. I've never said that I'm a holy person. I've never said that I'm a saint. Never. I've never said that. Never even try to pretend that I am. I'm a total fuck up. Somehow I'm still surviving, but I am. First police action. Of course, it had to involve the AE 86. Yeah, they pursued me. It was a rainy day, nighttime, heavy rain, back in Amman. Two police bikes. They never caught me. I was set up for drifting between the houses, and it's a bike. At the end, it's a bike, and it's rainy. I remember, yeah, I remember at some point looking at my rear view, and I found one of the two bikes sliding on its belly with no driver, with no rider. The guy is not there. It's just sliding, and it hit the wall. They never caught me. I ran away that day. I was doing a wrong move, and I knew I was doing it, but I had to do it to avoid getting. I love cars. I am a car enthusiast, and I love driving, and I'm a good driver, whether on road or off road. Why would I want a computer to do the driving for me? Like these electrical shits, that shit Tesla and that stuff. What autopilot? See, if I wanted the car to drive itself, I will not wait until 2020 or 2021 or 2025 to buy a Tesla so it can drive by itself. Yeah, taxis were there a long time ago. They can drive themselves too. This is a car driving itself. And instead of the computer, the driver. So it's not an invention, it's stupidity.